change scenes. Yeah, just about done. Getting all that shit rolling. Yeah. What the fuck happened there? Alright. Yeah, so many windows in the way. Why did that? God damn it. Yeah, that's, oh, I see, that's why. Need to be full screened. All right. So as of last session, all right. So as the chamber filled, oh, actually, wait. Let me double check one thing. Okay, everybody's here. So as the chamber filled with the echoes of battle, the clashing of weapons, the crackling of magic, and the grunts of efforts from you guys, as you mount your final stand, one by one you fell. Maribel Nightshade in her full devilish form towers over you, her blazing her blue eyes blazing with untamed power, her fiery hair crackling with a roaring like inferno. She lets out a triumphant laugh as the sound resonates through the walls of the grand chamber. As the last of you fall, collapsing to the ground, defeated, Maribel's laughter grows louder and filled with triumphant and a deep, dark fury. The air around her shimmering and warps with her rage and begins to shake the very foundation of the chamber. The ground beneath your body trembles. The stained glass windows rattle. The walls groan under the strain of her unleashing her power. Maribel's forearms spread wide, her wings flaring out with crackling energy. Her voice now in a guttural roar in the air. Fools! You thought you could challenge me? You thought you could bind me within this fragile shell forever? Her power seems to ooze out of her, a dark aura pulsing through her body like a living, malevolent storm, the very air crackling with energy. You feel a wave of raw magic washing over you, the tingling with the scent of sulfur and burnt ooze. Alphas, still weakened on his knees, he watches helplessly. Without his whip, he cannot force her back into submission, his face pale, fear, frustration etched across his features. No, no, she can't break free. The other council member, sensing the danger, acts swiftly. Archmage Tharian Stormchaser raises a staff, electricity dancing along its length. Enough, Maribel! You are out of control! Grand Enchanter Varian Darkwood steps forward, his hands moving in an intricate pattern. Quickly, before she tears the place apart! The council members begin chanting an illusion. In unison, rather. Their voices weaving a complex spell. Arcane symbols flare out to life around them, their combined magic forming in a shimmering, translucent cube that appears around Maribel. Lady Sapphire Ashglow gestures sharply, and the cube snaps shut over Maribel Nightshade with a sharp, coalescent crack. Maribel roars with fury, her form swelling against the sides of the magical prison. Her claws rake against the barrier, sending sparks of magic flying. The cube trembles with the force of her rage. No, you cannot contain me! She bellows, her voice a mixture of anger and defiance. The council members concentrate harder, their hands moving in sync. The cube begins to contract, shrinking around Maribel. becoming tighter and tighter with each passing second. Maribel thrashes violently, her blue flames flaring brighter, her eyes with fury. But the cube holds firm, and its shimmering resonance walls raising strength. The chamber is filled with a series of deafening cracks. The sound of the stone splitting under the great pressure. The cube grows smaller and smaller. Maribel's form is forced inward, compressed relentlessly in the shrinking of the magical prison. Her roars and anger, frustrations become more desperate, echoing off the chamber walls, until finally the cube is no longer smaller than a sapphire-colored gem. With a final snap, it closes completely, trapping her essence within. The cube now is small enough to fit in a single hand, drops to the floor with a soft thud, its sapphire color glowing faintly in the dim light. Viridia stands forward, her expression unreadable, her eyes fixed on the cube. It seems Maribel's ambitions have outgrown her cage, but no longer. She bends down, picking up the cube and holding it aloft for the council to see. Tharin Stormchaser, a close call, too. Too close. This is one that tempers grows more volatile by the day. Varian chuckles. Well, it's certainly more entertaining than I expected. Still, it seems we'll need a stronger prison for our fiery friend. Seraphine Ashglow. A fool's errand. Let her play at being a human being for so long. She is what she is, a devil, and now a contained one. Let's see. So as the after picking up the gem, Viridia, Rothbart, you can sense Viridia walking towards you, and above you she kneels down and says, "He's been tainted, deeply corrupted by the shard's energy." She murmurs to herself and then to the others. Viridian comments, "Well, Viridia, you have always a knack for finding the most interesting problems. What will you do with him?" And Viridia's like, "There's no time to waste. We must purify him before the corruption takes root and spreads any further."
Oh, this does not sound good, but
and she gestures. You can feel your body being dragged and laid upon an altar. Let's see. And
hold up 1 second.
Yeah,
I gotta step away for just 1 second.
Sure.
Sorry. Okay, back. Sorry. Okay. Didn't mean to interrupt in the middle of things.
That's fine. You guys can all see that you're in this room, right?
Yep.
All right. So as you slowly regain consciousness, a strange feeling of heaviness in your limbs. Your entire body is weighed down by an unseen force. The sensation is alien and uncomfortable, like waking from a long sleep in an unfamiliar face. Your eyes flutter open, and you notice the room around you is dimly lit by by a soft bluish glow emanating from the runes etched into the stone walls. The air is cool, and a faint hum of arcane energy vibrates through the ground, almost like a low, consistent whisper. You try to take a deep breath, but it feels odd. You don't feel your chest expanding the way it normally would, and no satisfying rush of air into your lungs. In fact, you realize with a jolt, you don't need to breathe at all. Your instincts tell you to panic, but something deep inside holds you back. A strange calm washes over you. You sense feeling muted, your hands, but there's a slight delay, as if your body isn't entirely your own. You look down, and you can. Everything seems normal. Your flesh is there, and it's just this odd sensation that you get when you move your joints or if you try to breathe. You reach up instinctively, expecting to feel the texture of your face. It feels dull and less like yourself. Your eyes flicker around the room, catching a slight reflection and a polished shield-like surface on the wall. But you see yourself there, your unfamiliar face, expressing mirroring confusion that you feel. Reflection seems almost too real, too vivid. You blink, and it's still yourself. As you continue examining your surroundings, you realize you're not alone. Your companions lie next to you in the same similar situation. The room itself is modest, almost Spartan. Stone walls, a few simple metal beds. I forgot to include the small table, and there are no windows. The runes etched in the floor and the ceiling glow softly. There's a faint creaking sound. The silence breaks as the door opens and steps in a small figure. It's a gnome with wild curly hair and bright inquisitive eyes, magnified by a thick lens perched upon her nose. She wears a set of finely crafted tools, covered robes, and her hands are stained with what looks soot and faint shimmers of arcane dust. The gnome beams at you with a mixture of excitement and curiosity. Her voice brightened as she claps her hands together. "Wonderful! You're awake, and it looks like version 5 is holding up splendidly fine." She steps forward, her gaze flickering between you and your companions. Her eyes filled with mix of scientific interest and genuine concern. "How are you feeling today?" She asks, almost as if a patient were recovering from a minor injury, rather than the ordeal that you went through. "Any unusual sensations, dizziness, numbness? Do you feel yourself?"
I have a question.
You feel weird, Bart.
Did they shave me?
No.
Where are my magic items then?
You don't know.
Where's all my stuff?
It's safe.
How did you figure it out?
She says, "Don't worry about that right now. All will make sense soon." I know this might be a bit disconcerting, but rest assured, things will make sense, and undergoing the purification in the meantime, you're the version 5 should suit you well.
But what version 5?
Well, you are.
Version 5 of ourselves.
Think of it not as yourself, but as a new beginning.
Huh? What will we purify though?
Oh, you all were heavily tainted.
By what?
From what Viridia says, by the item that orc was carrying. Did you not feel it seeping in under your skin?
I mean, I'm sure Bart felt it most, but not.
Yeah, Bart.
I don't think anyone else did.
Oh, you were all tainted.
And we were just meant to believe you.
Do I actually feel different now than I did before?
Yes.
You know?
As I said, you feel muted.
Right. Okay.
Like everything, all your senses are dulled. Your hearing feels a little muffled. Like perhaps your ears are plugged just a little bit.
So like everything's like less vivid, basically.
Yes.
As if
you're looking.
I feel like there's anything missing.
Like I guess maybe you're like on another side of a window, and you're watching what's happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
You have full control over everything.
Yeah, so like when I move my hands, my feet, like I'm not having any motor skill problems.
No.
Okay.
I stand up.
Okay.
Can I just do a mental inventory? Can I recall my spells that I repaired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk over the wall.
Okay.
Slam my head into it.
Oh, please, don't do that. You slam your head to the wall. You don't feel anything.
Do I bleed?
Keep doing it until you feel something.
It helps you think.
No, you don't at all.
I try again.
Okay. Would you please stop that? You'll damage yourself. And
I think that's what he's trying to do.
It's not right, Bart.
You smash your head in the wall again, and again you don't feel anything.
I go sit down.
So are you gonna explain anything now? Do we gotta follow you? What's gonna happen?
It's weird, Bart.
If this is version 5, what were 1 through 4 like?
That is also true.
1 through 4, those are things of the past. We need not worry about them.
You're saying several things we don't need to worry about. That makes me more worried.
You're I wouldn't worry about that, and any problems that you should experience are completely normal. I assure you. There's nothing that will trouble you in the version 5.
Version 5 of what?
Am I hungry?
You recall the sensation of hunger, but you don't feel it.
Okay.
Much like you find yourself breathing, just.
But only when I think about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not involuntary anymore.
Yeah.
Got it.
Manual breathing.
Yeah.
But not required.
I mean, if you hold your breath, You find you're like, oh man, I'm gonna hold my breath for like 10 minutes, the longest ever, and you're able to do so.
Can I cast spell? Try out to cantrip. Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
I ask this individual. What did you do to my magic?
You may be able to recall things from I think perhaps you should just not try to do that while you enjoy your stay here, and just enjoy, kick back, and relax, and things will return the way that they should be.
How they should be.
Are we allowed
You
to leave?
mean our senses will turn to their normal levels?
Once the treatment is complete, yes, you'll be free to leave.
Treatment from what?
I thought I
What sort
explained.
of experiment are we a part of?
I thought I explained that you were all corrupted.
Yeah. And you also said this version 5. Are we still corrupted?
Well, you're not corrupted now.
Then what are we treated from anymore?
This happened last time.
Uh-huh. Why did you wipe us? Did you wipe our memories 4 times so far? And this is the 5th.
I start chewing on a finger.
You go to chew on your finger, but nothing happens. Like, the hand reaches towards your mouth, but you never actually get the tactile sensation of your finger entering your mouth.
I play around with the sensation for a while.
Okay. I really don't want to have to start over again with you.
No.
Well, if this keeps happening, we're very stubborn. I can tell you, it's probably gonna keep happening.
What do you think, version 11?
Well, last time I told you this, things didn't end well.
Yeah, probably won't end well anyway.
Yes, okay. Yes, you're, when I speak of the version 5, you're in a metal exoskeleton suit that I designed.
How did you fit it to me?
Very easy. Your soul.
Oh boy. What are you gonna do to us when you have our soul trapped, I guess?
When I was knocking my head against the wall, did it sound weird?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now that you think about it,
apart.
you heard like a metal ring.
Huh. Yeah.
So you have our soul strapped, sure. The fuck does that even mean to us? Like, you can just kill us at any moment.
I know this is quite disconcerting, but please understand. The rest of you, your bodies are safe, but undergoing purification. In the meantime, these constructs should serve you well. Think of them as temporary vessels.
These are simulacrums.
I
Perhaps a few more details about our predicament would put us more at ease.
well,
Why did you even go so far as to make us simulacrums? Like, you could have just killed us. Like, sure, we worked for you for a while.
They need us, but
Yeah, what do you need us for? That's the question. Are we
Yes.
useful to you as experimental subjects?
Well, for me, I always see the opportunity to try out new things and to experiment.
Mm-hmm.
But Grandmaster Viridia thought you, yes, being capable, and the other council members, they put it to a vote. It came out
Right.
6-4 as far as saving you.
My life for democracy.
There are many things here in the Darklands, and Viridia feels that you're worth saving.
Mm-hmm. So what can we do in this simulacrum then? If we can't cast spells, can't injure ourselves, I guess.
You get mad when we bang our head against the wall. I mean, what
We
did
could
we
do
do?
that over and over until something happens.
I can still
But,
punch, so I'm
like,
good.
Yeah, well, what is the purpose of this?
I mean, I can punch too. It just doesn't do anything when I punch.
Welcome to my world. I shall teach you the ways.
Well, the things you can do is enjoy the splendors of the Arcane Consortium's inner sanctum. There's a library that you can browse. There are many books on very interesting topics.
Can I have my reagents? At least make something.
I'd be interested in seeing the library.
What type of things do you wish to create?
Magical items? Like I've been doing this far? I'm an enchanter, you know?
I will check with Master Viridian on that.
Like, our reward was meant to be recipes for the said items and
He just
materials.
wants to create a simple suit.
Like,
So-
if you wish, I'll just hand the item over until we end the simulacrum shit. But I will want the item off.
Whatever you are agreed to be paid, you shall be paid.
Despite attacking you?
We already knew that was a possibility to happen.
Aren't you kind?
Once you step foot in the consortium, we already knew.
Do you know it was a possibility, or you knew what was foretold?
I guess think of this sanctum as being outside of time.
Oh, nothing's outside of time.
Yes, I will perhaps explain it to you another day, how that is achieved. But I guess you could say that there are many possibilities of every action that can happen, and we have experienced and foreseen them all.
Okay.
Do
much.
I get the feeling that she herself is a simulacrum of any kind, or that she's, part of a hive mind?
I might.
Well, for one thing, you guys do realize she is a gnome, and from your personal lore outside of the Darklands, there are no gnomes.
Oh, okay.
They are
Huh.
they are extinct.
She's a long way from gnome. Sorry. I'm going to ask her that. I'm going to say, pardon me for being so nosy, and I hope this question's not rude, but where are you from? How is it that you're here? Or we just left there were no gnomes.
Oh, of my heritage, you ask? Well, funny enough, I've been here with the Consortium for about 3,000 years.
That's a long lifespan.
You don't look a day over 30.
Even for an elf, that would be a long time.
As I said, time moves differently in here.
Ah, she did say. So how is it that you measured it?
Guess that's a fair thing to say. How the hell do you measure it?
I'm trying to sound as just matter of factly curious as possible, and not overly inquisitive.
The last time I was able to measure it was about maybe around 1,000 years ago.
So you can measure it by some sort of outside.
Yes, I would set up an anchor, but unfortunately, I lost communication with it. But through simple math, I'm able to calculate the rest, give or take a couple 100 years.
Yeah, very interesting. Perhaps you could show me a section of the library that help me to understand this better.
And the other thing.
Sorry, which other thing?
Crafting.
Oh, crafting. If you need books on particular subjects, you can certainly find those in the library. We also offer a meditation room if you would like to go to clear your minds.
The way our mind can get any clearer, we are quite literally the soul.
But other than that, you do have free reign of the inner sanctum. However, you will not be able to access the council's private chambers.
I wasn't curious, honestly. Just let me know if I can do something useful while I'm here. I'll take the books if I don't get the craft.
Taking the books will be kind of difficult for now.
Why?
Well, where would you put them?
You took that way too literally. You're supposed to be a scientist. I mean, I'll read books instead of crafting if I can't craft.
I see. Well, very well. I'm glad once I broke the news to you that you. No, I won't bring up such subjects again.
You know, did I react badly in version 1 to 4? I'm genuinely curious.
Just looking at the people who are here, who's the most likely to have the poor reaction?
About 100% Bard.
Yeah, I bet she's got several defensive spells going right now.
Well, I will leave you to yourselves unless you have any other further questions.
Find out if I can do anything, and that's it.
Yeah, and I'll see if I can go to the library. I'll see.
Yeah.
Perhaps you would like to take a stroll with me and keep ourselves occupied.
Yeah, that sounds good, Bite.
Very well.
You're not getting anywhere here.
She steps out into the hallway.
Can we follow her?
Yeah.
Or did she? Oh,
They took my gold nugget, Bart.
we'll see
Was
if we
your
can
gold
get that
nugget?
back for you.
My gold nugget. You got a gold nugget, Bart. Keep it just in case. But you can't get to it.
You know, eventually we're gonna be able to
Yep.
move when the DM remembers to bump pause.
Right. There, I've unpaused the game.
Why is there like an invisible wall here?
There's an
Oh,
invisible
yeah,
wall.
you put a wall inside the door.
Oh, let me look. Oh yeah. No wait. Oh yeah, there is a wall there.
Double walled it.
Dumbass.
Can't leave, no.
Dumbass importer. Put a
No
wall
letting the inmates escape
there. Right. Oh man,
before it's time.
there's another wall. It was a wall within a wall. No.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah. So I can't see.
Straight on, is it?
Let me check the other doors. Well, there's that one is usable.
I whispered to Bart. I said, "Keep your eyes out for anything interesting."
Okay, Bart.
So she says up there is this wing of the library.
Wow. Quite
Look at
impressive.
this stuff on the stream.
And then that section. And then across the hall is another library.
Okay. Instant movement.
Okay. What's this? Fog of War.
I'm trying to keep my eyes out that anything that would look like beyond magic or is magical. Something like that.
Let me double check what's in that chamber. Let's see.
Oh, are these all bookshelves?
When you like to know.
Yes, they are all bookshelves.
Oh, okay.
Impressive set of books. But just glancing at, is there? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep it. Is there rhyme or reason to the book?
To the books themselves?
Yeah. I mean, are they kind of like in areas of interest? So like study or whatever. So like you have like geography of this or that, or the history of this or that, or you know what I mean? Or are they just kind of shelved willy-nilly? I mean, they're grouped.
Let's see.
Me take over running this place, Bart. That way, me be like standing long-running tradition like Conan the Librarian, Bart.
So in the section,
no one would dare to return a book late.
So in
These books are overdue. Joppa, Bart.
So in the section of the library that you're in, this section has the Arcane Theory and Spellcraft. So this section seems to be dedicated to the study of magic spells and the theoretical foundation of magical practices. It's filled with tomes that delve into the nature of magic, its laws, and the manipulation of the arcane forces.
Ooh, Crick starts drooling.
Actually, each of the 4 areas that I didn't fully develop out are all libraries. So here I'll put...
Yeah.
Yes,
we can.
This area will be unlocked
physically
later.
Be on the map to.
You must explore other areas before coming here.
Yeah, I mean we can go do the other stuff first. I'm just kind of getting a lay of the land.
Plenty to see.
Seeing where my little voice tells me to go, my little inkling.
I think those are your thoughts.
None of these got pictures, Bart. Where are the ones with the pictures, Bart?
I'm sure they have children's books somewhere.
We'll find some.
Nope.
It's weird, Bart.
Yeah, is this like a giant window, or
why they got so many chairs, Bart? They like thrones, but they're only supposed to be 1, maybe 2 thrones tops, Bart.
Yeah.
Is this actually like looking out at something like a window, or is this just kind of a betrayal
of? So in the center of the room is. When you look down, it looks to be like a constellation.
Wait, this is like. Why does it look so barren, man?
That is interchanging.
I'm gonna step on the table. Just walk on it. Anything happen?
Table.
Whatever the hell this is.
You're officially a cat.
Yeah, I am a cat. Well,
I know that. I'm just saying you're doing the cat thing.
Even better if you knock something well off the table.
I've been literally playing a cat this whole time, doing cat shit.
Would you like me? Would you like me to go get a book and open it up so you can jump on that?
Yeah, go on.
It really does scratch an itch.
Okay,
I mean,
so
if you were to be able to act like a cat, wouldn't you?
Jeffrey's just playing Untitled Cat Game.
I actually have a video game that's a cat simulator, where it's like a first-person shooter where you run around and knock things off tables and scratch up curtains and shred furniture.
There's also a big, small kitty big city. I think that's a new one.
Little Kitty Big City. I think.
Little Kitty Big City. Yeah.
I played the demo for that. I loved it.
It's adorable.
There's actually an RPG system, and the whole thing is like you play a cat in a group of cats, and you're lost, and you're trying to get back home.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah.
Oh, Stray.
I guess so. Yeah, I just saw it on a post online. I
don't think Stray is an RPG. It's just actually no way it is.
Really.
Or at least it's not a full-fledged system, but just like a one-shot, like a built-in one-shot system. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to tangent.
Not as many one-shot systems. No, not systems, just one-shots. Mini systems, kind of. Like there's one when you play a party of goblins. I actually play the mini, well, a one-shot. That's just you play vampire hairdressers.
Okay, so as you stand in the vast echoing space of the Grand Hall, feeling subtle vibrations beneath your feet, as if the stones of the chamber are thrumming with arcane energy. The ceiling above you stretches high, vanishing into the shadows at the edges where the flickering torches can't quite reach. Despite the dimness, your eyes seem drawn to the very center of the hall, a massive circular window of etched glass set in the floor. The glass is perfectly smooth, impossibly clear, with the border of intricate rune symbols that glowing faintly soft bluish hue. As you approach the window, you can't help but feel a strange pull, as if the very center of the hall has a gravity of its own. Your footsteps echo in silence, each step bringing you closer to the mysterious portal that seems to open to the cosmos itself. Peering down.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah.
Kim's outside. Go let her in.
Okay. I will. All right, hang on a sec.
What did you say? Why?
His girlfriend's trying to get into the house.
Oh. And she called you.
Apparently, he wasn't answering his phone.
He was busy narrating, bro. You just ruined his vibe.
You know what? The girl needs in. It's more important. I understand how it is.
I don't know if that's more important, man.
No, it's more important. Trust me.
One thing more important than storytelling: women.
Yeah. I'm married. I get it.
I'm not. I just like ladies.
You mean ladies' nuts? Am I again?
So I'm going to pick Jeffrey up and chuck him.
That's fair.
He's very light.
No. Not like that, Bart. You gotta throw like football. You gotta get good arm and get a little spin on him, Bart. Then he really fly, Bart. That or you swing him by the tail and build up some speed first, Bart. Do it like hammer throw, Bart.
Give it a little backspin, yeah.
We should have started.
I had left my cell phone in the bathroom. So
Happens.
I didn't hear them at all. I got called.
Okay.
I got called a jerk.
Communication happened. It's all good.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
I had the wrong headphones. I have two headphones and I put on the wrong ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I stepped away and I came back and I'm on my other headphones. I'm like, can you guys hear me? And I'm like disconnecting, reconnecting, and then I hear hello coming from my headset.
Gotcha.
Never mind.
Let's see here. All right. I don't recall where I was. Let's see.
Funky portal in the middle description.
Yeah. So as you peer down, you see a breathtaking sight, a swirling expanse of stars, nebulas, and celestial bodies that seem impossibly close. As you stare directly into the night sky, yet from an angle that feels oddly unfamiliar, like a vantage point far above the world you know. The constellation shifts slowly across the surface of the window, the bright points of light forming a pattern both familiar and strange. Some constellations you recognize from journeys under the stars, while others seem completely foreign, as if from a different sky altogether. As you gaze deeper, the glass seems to fade away as you feel as though you are hovering in an endless void, a vast ocean of stars and cosmic dust stretching out infinitely in every direction. The stars themselves flicker and dance, some blazing with fierce brilliance, others dimming into a soft, steady glow. The constellations form and reform before your eyes, weaving and unwinding like threads of a tapestry, beginning to spun by an unseen hand. There is a sense of timelessness and being both here and nowhere, as if the window is not just a pane of glass, but a true portal to the heavens themselves. You can almost feel the coldness of the void beyond, a chill that shivers down your spine. Although you are still firmly within the walls of the grand hall, the constellation slowly shifts, revealing a new pattern. Some of them seeming to form runes or symbols that shimmer for a moment before dissolving back into the starlight. The surface of the glass is alive with movement as it reflects not just the sky above, but the very pulse of the cosmos. As you continue to watch, you notice the subtle movements within the constellation, a star winking out, only to reappear in a different place, a nebula swirling into a new shape, its colors forming a deep blue to vibrant purples. You realize with a start that these are not random changes, but a deliberate pattern, perhaps messages or omens meant only for those who know how to read them. You hear a faint rustling of robes and turn to see a few of the council members watching you from the edge of the hall, their expressions contemptive, as if they too are wondering the secrets the stars might hold. Let's see. We can throw in. Actually,
they were here this whole time.
Oops. Let's toss him over here.
Ooh, Bart, if you see those stars over there, Bart,
Mm-hmm.
if you draw a line between them, it looks like a duck, Bart.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
And
we'll call that the Ducky constellation.
You like it, Bart? They had a good name, Bart.
My God, that's ugly. Jesus.
Which one are you saying is ugly?
Bottom left. Jesus, man. Like Baba Yaga kind of shit, man.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga is fearsome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a brown set.
So, as you gaze across the hall, you see. Let's see. Oh, your eyes first meet with Master Thalgar Stoneforge, a towering figure among even his peers, a dwarf with a broad, muscular build. He seems almost like a slab of granite carved into a humanoid form. His skin is rough and weathered, like stone. His beard is braided, intertwined with small glowing runes, and arcane symbols etched into metal rings. His eyes, like molten gold, bright and piercing, reflecting the wisdom of formidable strength. He wears his intricate crafted armor that gleams in the light of the grand hall, covered with runic inscriptions that pulse faintly with deep, earth-toned energy. You can see his enormous hammer strapped behind his back, the head shaped like an anvil, and wrapped in runes of power. His hands, large and calloused, rest confidently at his sides as he grabs his hammer and strikes down at enemies at a moment's notice. Despite his rugged appearance, Thagar excludes a calm, steady presence, a figure who speaks authority and his conviction. His voice comes with a low rumble and a rock-like grindness within the earth, carrying the weight that demands his attention. The stone speaks to those who listen. He mutters almost to himself and whispers of trouble. Hang on one moment.
Hang it. Hanging on the earth. Nuclear and more.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh.
Let's see. So the one that was talking is that guy.
Yeah. I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, he's dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
To Thogger's side stands Grand Enchanter Varian Darkwood, a tall, slender man, draped in robes of green and black that shifts and shimmers like the surface of a shadowed lake. His face sharp, with high cheekbones and piercing emerald eyes that seems to gleam both of intelligence and amusement. His long, dark hair neatly tied back, as streaks of silver run through, accumulating his enigmatic presence. Varian's hands are clasped loosely in front of him, his fingers adorned with rings that glint strange, unidentifiable, or
Unidentifiable?
Yeah. Sigils. His robes embroidered with silver thread in a pattern that seems to shift and change as he moves, reflecting his mastery of illusion and enchantment. The air around him is slightly cooler as it draws into his aura of arcane mystery. He faintly smiles as his gaze sweeps across the room, assessing everything and everyone with a knowing look, like a cat toying with a mouse. Ah, such a fascinating assembly, he murmurs, his voice soothed and resonant, carrying a hint of sardonic amusement. I do so love a good puzzle or a good game. A few steps away is you notice Lady Lilith Darkheart, a figure shrouded in shadow, her presence both alluring and intimidating. Her skin porcelain. No, I told it was different. Her skin red, consisting of sharp, jet black hair, cascading down her her back like a dark waterfall. Her eyes deep and unsettled, violet, almost hypnotic, and they flicker with a inner fire that seems to shift between cold and calculating and burning intensity. Lilith wears a long flowing, going midnight blue fabric, moving like liquid smoke, adorned with silver chains and dark gemstones that catch the light and cast a dancing reflection on the walls. Her hands delicate, but adorned with claw-like rings, giving it the impression that she would strike at any moment. A dark amulet hangs around her neck, pulsing with a dull crimson light, a symbol of her connection to the darker magics. She says that there is a power in the darkness that dares to understand. And those who do, well, they often surprised by what they find. Standing slightly apart from the others is Mistress Elra Winterthorn, a serene, graceful figure with eternal... I guess it didn't take my information. But anyway, she's a furbolg.
Furbolg?
Oh, yeah, furbolg.
Her blog.
Yeah, furbolg.
She has a blog.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It's made of fur.
Yeah,
she's a
it's the
furry with a
Furbolg
block.
fur blog. It's awesome, man.
She's a furry with a block. That makes
Yep.
sense.
Dog with blog.
So
What the blog doing?
her eyes are piercing ice blue yet calm. They seem to look straight through you, as if reading your thoughts or seeing into your soul. Her hands clasped lightly in front of her, but there's a sense of quiet strength in her stance, and unshakably calm. She's just as enduring as the winter represents. She speaks with her voice, but soft carries and cuts through the room like winter cold. Balance must be maintained, she says in a tone firm. Even amongst the chaos, there is a purpose.
Purpose, fine.
My thought when you said she speaks with a voice, I'm thinking, yeah, mostly everyone does.
One of them, Viridian, walks over to you guys.
Yeah. Can I step on the portal thing? Like, does my paw go through it?
As you step onto it, it's. I guess it feels like there's a plastic film preventing you
Okay.
from.
I'm just gonna walk around it and play around.
Okay. So Viridian's like, do you regret your choices that led you here? Do you see the consequences in meddling forces that you do not fully understand?
I don't know if I regret it, because we were about to find out. That's what science is all about.
Hmm. And then Lilith walks over. Did you have any interesting nightmares of perhaps the item that you came into contact with? Did you have dreams of shadow, of power, or were
I think
these
Bart
things
did.
best left unseen?
I'm just looking at the stars.
Maybe Bart has. We didn't.
Elra's like, their choices probably were not for the greater good, but only for themselves.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right, yeah.
That's usually how we operate.
And then Thalgar is like, so you've faced corruption and came out the other side, but why?
I mean, in our defense, this is not the first time we faced eldritch monstrosities. Like, if anything, we kind of believe we're qualified to deal with it, whether it's dangerous or not.
That was very, very foolish. The item that you came into to contact with, and we have taken it into custody. Viridia, when she comes, she can tell you more about it, and perhaps where to go from here.
Be useful.
So, which one?
Yes, I'd be most
voted
curious
yes?
to find out what she has to say.
They gonna answer what I said or not?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Which one of them voted yes?
Viridian steps forward and, well, actually, it's. I believe this. Oh wait, actually, you're communicating in normal speak, in common.
Am I? See,
Yes.
that's you tell me if I am or not.
You actually are.
I mean, I'm sure we had weeks here for them to even get used to it. So whatever.
Yeah. Varian is like, I certainly voted yes. You look very mutually beneficial. You seem to dabble with danger in the unknown. perhaps you'd be interested in making a beneficial arrangement.
I don't think you understand this whole arrangement was beneficial to us to begin with. Like, sure, we dealt with some corruption. We would have found out if it was good or bad. But it was beneficial to begin with.
But this will suit both of our needs. What I may have in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sad,
And
I will apologize, but for Viridia's ways, but we simply had to go through your mind. We had to know whether if you were worth saving or not.
You went to our memories?
Yes.
I assume that you decided that we were.
Yes,
Do you agree? Do you actually agree with what we're trying to do here?
What was the deciding factor, or factors?
Well, as far as for this nicer's business, that is not being factored in right here. What's being factored in is Cattern.
Cattern? Really? That I know that place was weird as shit, but what do you know about it?
Well, I know everything you know about it.
Which is not much.
True, but
like we only know about some entity in there that controls them, or at least has some sort of hive mind shit, or indoctrination, one way or another.
Well, it was very interesting when we saw that you met with Seren, and in the lair of greed, and well, my assumption is they're interested in what we're interested in.
Which is?
Okay.
Do you know what that
There was purpose behind.
Yes. You went there to save a friend of yours. I understand that.
I go back.
Yeah.
I'm not actually involved in the conversation. I've been staring at the stars, and then I just kind of say that, and I go back to staring at the stars.
Speaking out loud.
But we're interested in the machine you saw.
The one we kind of messed up because we didn't know what it did, and we didn't want them to have it.
Yes, we are very interested in that. And I have a sneaking suspicion. So are they.
I mean, sure, but if we go there, how are we meant to even transport it here? Do you want us to investigate live on site?
Well, when going through the information, Saren requested that you gather these 2 books. I have a sneaking suspicion that the information contained in those books tell you exactly what that thing does.
Okay.
Now, my proposition is...
We give you the book.
Yes. You give us the books instead.
And your offer?
What do you want?
I look at the party member. What do we want? Like, the initial purpose of getting these books was for Opal. She's not here anymore.
She's MIA until she decides to wake up and rejoin the party.
And I'm like thinking, is she ever gonna be here?
Who knows? Spring break, maybe? Winter break? I don't know.
Like, on one hand,
actually, it would be winter break there right now, since they're They're the opposite of her seasons.
Mm. Asia's
Well, we're
funny
only
like
just
that.
about to the spring, hit the equinox, so maybe spring break's coming up.
But yes.
So, what do we want, guys? You better
He's
think big.
missing something by.
Yeah.
And don't think about getting your bodies back. That's already a given.
But yeah, I feel like we're gonna need bodies if we're gonna continue.
Yes, that will come back. Since we have all the time in the world. Right now we got a.
I mean, the classic request would be power, but how would you achieve that if I were to ask for it?
It depends what kind of power.
I mean, I'm sure in your studies of me, you know what kind of power I wield.
There are VODs on the YouTube page, but I'll try giving you information in a sec. Yes.
I've been told that's more of the coven kind of expertise.
Well, the Arcane Sanctum can offer many different things. I mean, do you want a world of your own to govern?
I mean, you know, we already have a place. What do you mean?
Place. I do not know what you speak of.
Wait. You've looked through our memories. You do not know of our place.
There was one spot that we couldn't see.
Fascinating. That place has been a mystery this entire time, and you can't even scry upon it?
It's not the fact of scrying. It just simply doesn't exist in your mind.
But we know about it. We've been there. We've
He
even
had something, but
anyway. Archer's not even paying attention to you speaking. Well, first elaborate on what you mean by that.
Well, I can certainly give you anything you fancy. Girls, you could have a world filled of slaves. Anything to your content. Lavish riches.
That sounds like illusion magic.
Yeah.
It's real to you.
Uh-huh.
Why not enjoy it?
Okay,
Because
buddy.
note to
because we
party:
know
if
that
I get a
really
world full
isn't.
of slaves, I retire.
Yes, to retire in my own fantasy land that doesn't actually exist. How wonderful. Woo. Can you open a portal to the Dreamlands?
That would take some effort, but could be possible.
Hmm. I'm assuming you know what I speak of, considering I've been there most of my life.
Yes. But
Did you like seeing it?
I don't think sifting through your memories, I don't think you'd like what the toll would be.
What would the toll be?
If we want to go into payment for such an endeavor, You would need to first break through the shell of the Darklands.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be difficult considering the Dreadlords are still alive.
No, it doesn't require their death. It requires other deaths.
Oh, he's good at that part.
Sacrifices.
Mm.
No, I think you mean sacrifices.
Yeah, that fine part. I mean, not understand the difference, but
I mean, true, you sacrificed so many cultists.
I mean, still didn't get what me wanted, Bart.
True.
But
I mean,
what
I
did
guess-
me want, Bart?
Yeah, what would have happened if Bart went through the whole finding a body for Nisrath thing?
Oh, well, we had seen various outcomes of what would have happened, and Viridian seems to believe that there would be one outcome that is favorable, but it would.
Out of how many?
The one where he disposes wrath, Bart?
It was on 600 attempt number 635 to be exact.
Dang.
Exact.
I have calculated 1 billion futures and I've only seen us winning once. Fucking Doctor Strange shit, man.
We only need to win once, Bart.
Oh, this would be one where your orc friend is in submission.
I don't think you'd like that.
Yes, I don't think you would like that future either. Your friend would be a mindless abomination.
I mean, we already got one part.
Yeah, more than he already is.
I guess since that future won't come to pass, none of you survived it.
Lovely. What happened then?
Yeah, that tracks, Bart.
Your friend killed you.
All of us? I'm assuming with the power he got.
Yes, he lost his mind and attacked you first.
How lovely. Truly magnificent.
Now there is a possibility where we could harness the shard and shape it into something else.
They gonna do that?
That was something that Eldorath over there can perhaps take a look at it once it has been subdued a bit further.
It is meant to be in Nisra's heart, right?
Yes.
It's not as easy as it sounds, I would assume.
No, it is quite a resilient abomination. It does not wish to be tamed. And by taming it, we could perhaps reshape it into something else.
Okay, can you bring forth like some good god, something that doesn't want to kill us? You know, like I swear we've only seen the bad one so far.
I hate to break it to you, but that's all there is. Celestials, demons, they all want you dead. If it doesn't,
That sounds terrible.
If it doesn't,
rather distressing.
If it goes against their agenda, we don't tend to deal with them.
Can we have the agenda of I like people living? Is there such a god?
Oh,
Kind of the god of magic? Shit like that?
those such beings don't care about us or you.
Man. What the hell do they care about then?
Their own realm.
They have realms.
Why, yes, where do you think everything comes from?
So what gods care about our realm then?
Well, studying this plane, I've found the gods, the former gods that used to reside here, no longer do.
A godless place.
Yes, you can thank their children for that.
What did they do?
Why they caused the predicament that you are in.
The whole Darklands shit that they have to isolate, is that it?
Yes.
How lovely.
Those foolish children were tricked into slaying what was called a world dragon.
Damn. Sounds important. I don't know the significance of it.
Whatever. Yes. Some of your people seem to worship them as gods of their own, which seems rather humorous.
I mean, anything not explained seems godlike, right? It's like science.
Yes. Well, as far as what is it that you seek? I mean, if you're looking for greater allies, perhaps I can be that ally.
Are you willing to assist us against the very creatures that made this place? The Dreadlords, I mean.
We have no allegiance to them. None of us have been branded by them.
Glad to hear that, because I think we would have been dead so far if you were.
You're not too late, Bart.
Wait.
But we're able to. There is something that we must. Now that I bring up the topic of branding, some of you actually are branded by the Dreadlords.
Is the key a Dreadlord? I'm asking them.
The key? Oh, no. The book you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the key book. Yeah, I've forgotten. I think I have to note somewhere with it.
That old relic. No, it is not. It's simply some wizard who refused to die.
And he decided to be a book.
I mean, they have the book now. It's just that I am bonded to it.
Its dad had become a skeleton, Bart.
Yeah. I mean, technically, if you become a lich, you're still a skeleton.
Yeah, that wouldn't be said, Bart.
I mean, aren't we all skeletons just with meat attached?
True. We are all just
true.
a sentient gray matter mass that pilots a titan made of flesh and bone.
I prefer the term bone mecha with meat armor.
That's the one. So who's branded? Because you said some of us are, but who is?
friend there was branded.
By the Dreadlords?
Yes.
Really? I look at Bart. Does he look branded?
No.
What does the brand look like?
It is a devilish thing, hidden from normal view.
And when did he even get branded? I never seen him do anything for the Dreadlords. Did you do anything for the Dreadlords, Bart?
Not remember, Bart.
It probably wasn't so much do for them, but you act as a conduit for them.
You're gonna have to explain because Bart doesn't understand what that means.
Right.
You're way.
We do things they like, Bart.
No, they listen and see everything.
Sounds kind of invasive.
Yes, it's a mark. Probably when you entered this forsaken land, you were probably marked then.
That sucks.
Oh, and the other one among you would be the elf over there.
Among Us.
Mhm.
Oh, and I guess
What did he?
my bad. So both the orcs and the elf are marked.
Both smorks?
Yeah.
Darn it.
No kidding.
And I guess too. Yeah, I'm sure Basil too would have been marked.
So everyone but the cat.
Yes, because the cat entered through alternate means.
Yeah.
If Opal
I'm
were
special.
if Opal was still gaming, she would be marked too.
Yeah.
I think it's ironic that everybody's marked but the cat.
Hey man, 9
He's
lives.
sneaky, Bart. He snuck through, Bart.
I mean, I got here technically in the same way that I would get out, which is through the Dreamlands.
Right.
But the way I got here was forced. I didn't mean to get here.
Now, marked by which dreadlord, I cannot tell. But
can you remove it?
yes, we can remove it, but
What?
But yes.
we would have to return you to your bodies, and you would have to deal with the consequences as it happens.
Which is?
He gazes into the starless, or into the starry void. Yes. Oh, I see. That won't do. Let's try this again. Well, I see what happens when we remove the mark. It is living.
Oh boy. Living good or bad?
Likely it will try to defend itself.
How's it gonna do that?
The marks themselves seem not to stem from the actual Dreadlord, but from its avatar.
Oh.
Each.
Where's the avatar?
I guess where are we located? Again, he says to Thalmor, well, we picked them out of Balakresh. Yes. Then Balathorn is where
Hmm.
the current residing for Drothoth lives.
So if we unalive him, to use the stupid fucking language, does the mark go away?
Well, if we were to fully kill both of you, let me look again.
Wait a minute.
There's resurrection magic. Won't be pleasant though, but there is.
Oh, that won't do.
What's gonna happen if you kill us?
Well, there are two paths I see.
Mhm.
One of you shall rise. Well, the two paths I
More
see,
powerful
both
than you possibly imagine.
you come back either way. Either has a mindless drone, as a rather an abomination mindless drone, or you were able to expel it and kill the thing as it attempts to flee.
Mm. I mean, it's better than giving them free reign over our lives, right?
Yeah, he closes his eyes and thinks again. You've actually seen its form before.
Where?
Oh, this is before you joined. When you went to what's that place? Viridian snaps his fingers, trying to recall. You went to an outpost, and there you slayed some troop.
Pigment?
No, it was one of your own soldiers. He had turned into a ghastly abomination.
Oh,
But anyway, you were able to fell the creature. That is what's inside you.
hmm.
It either becomes you, or it leaves the body if it feels that there's no other purpose. Then I know certainly incineration is certainly not an option here.
And we lost Basil.
Yeah.
I mean, incineration is a solution for you, not for us.
Yes, then wouldn't I wouldn't get
Oh, it
towards
isn't
you.
solution away.
Yeah. It's also a problem.
Yeah. I'm sure we can find another way.
I mean, are you guys marked as well? Or were you at some point?
Yeah.
No, we are free of this mark. Their eyes do not penetrate within here.
Okay. I mean, I'd rather not have peeping toms over our lives, you know? Well, considering what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes, they've each of them has known exactly where you've been and what you've done.
I know when we did some teleportation, I think all of them saw us. Is that something that happens?
Yes, they can. Anything you experience is transmitted.
Can they look upon teleportation just by their power?
It depends. Well, game terms, it depends on where you're going to.
Mm.
I mean, there very well could be that spot in your memory that we can't see. Perhaps they can't see there either.
Mm. That's good.
If you were to show us where this place is, perhaps we can do it there. If it has no connection, then it would be simply it would be in a weakened state, basically disconnected.
That sounds good. I can take you there.
Okay. But,
Wait, what are we talking about, Bart?
The Gintang. They can't see it. Neither through our memories, probably neither through scrying.
Where, Bart?
Gintang? A place?
Bless you, Bart. Now, what are you talking about, Bart?
You guys remember Gintang and everything, and the smell and everything. It's just from what you've gathered, they can't see it.
Oh, yeah, that place, Bart. Okay, Bart. You think me remember now, Bart. It's also fuzzy in here, Bart.
I mean, technically, you're not in your body, so you might feel a bit discomfort. Just a little, you know.
Yes, if you were to take us there, we could certainly conduct the ritual of extraction.
Okay, but first, the binding contract that will bind both you and us. Because we don't trust you, and neither should you.
Perhaps we could just say that it would be a standard, or standard way we just do things.
Very well.
Mistrust is such an ugly word.
He flicks his hand out, and a scroll seems to sprout forth. The edges of the scroll push out from his hand, and then it slides out with a shimmering gold, sparkling energy until it forms physical paper.
How cool.
Now,
we don't really know what we want.
So
I definitely know I don't want delusion shit. I want tangible thing.
Intangible. Well, okay. And you were saying you don't trust us. So that's fine. He snaps his finger, a bunch of writing appears.
At least me specifically. I am highly suspicious of this, considering you pretty much took the souls from our body and put them in a simulacrum. And told us we're corrupted, yet explained none of it.
Fine. He snaps his finger again. More text appears.
What's he writing down? Like terms of agreement? Is that what he's writing?
Yes.
Is that saying that they're gonna have to explain shit?
No, it's more of things that are protecting them, or are things that ways of either you breaking the contract or ways that they must divulge information as far as for your bodies upon completion.
But it does state that they must tell us, yes.
Yeah, that no harm will come to your bodies.
Mm-hmm. But I want a clause of information.
Like, what kind of information?
Well, you want to know about us, we want to know about you. Equal exchange. Now, insofar, you know our whole lives. And do you know what's equal about that?
So you wish to know my life story? Well, yeah, it's gonna take.
Oh, no. I want to know the same way you found out about us.
Oh, what? Reading your mind?
Well, of course. Much faster, isn't it?
Yes, it is much faster. Then sure, we can show you the technique that is used for mind extraction.
And are you willing to subject yourself to that?
What, do you wish to learn everything I know?
Well, yes, I'm sure your mind is much more valuable than ours. Considering you had this whole time chamber.
You must have learned a lot in 3,000 years.
I'm sure Crix over there is much more interested in this, considering he's a mage.
Yes, very much so.
I do not think a person like yourself would know what to do with the wisdom in my head.
Me? No. Crix, maybe.
No, that's not. That's just insulting. Perhaps you could start with a fraction and we can work our way up.
Indeed.
If
Think of it as
comfortable.
like,
but you don't know
the as an apprenticeship.
Depth of the vessel. You don't know the depth of the vessel upon which you poured. My mind is most deep.
A fraction.
What is a mind that attaches a mind by connecting with the elves of all the ages?
I suppose I could give you some tricks with the knowledge that I have.
That would be most appreciated.
But you don't want equal exchange, because you think your knowledge is too valuable, is that correct?
I think you'd be unable to wield it.
Hey, at least we'll know. Sure, we might not be able to do shit with it, but we'll have it.
Yes.
We need to think from his point of view.
I'm hoping that your mind does not cave inward from so much knowledge.
I mean, yeah, you could, I don't know, manage some gradual release.
Ooh, me take it, Bart. There's plenty of room in my head for it, Bart.
There's plenty of room
Absolutely.
I don't think
He's
the world is ready.
saving up for a day like this.
Yeah, Bart's been saving his mind space for days like this, so he can fill it in.
Absolutely. It's like a pocket dimension in it. Looking at the time, I should probably.
Yeah, I gotta get rolling too.
I got it late already.
Yeah.
I got homework.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
We will conclude this. Think about what you guys want, but yeah, definitely. I'll notate what current you guys are negotiating for.
I mean, think about some sort of like gradual release of knowledge wherever it might seem appropriate. In moments of opportunity.
I just want to know every spell in existence, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah, it's not a lot to ask, you know.
Right.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Ready.
They just
All
took
right.
everything me wanted, Bart. It sounds like they's not giving it back, Bart.
All right.
Thanks for the game, Chris.
Yep.
Good night, everyone. Have a great week.
All right, later.
Farewell.
But yes, to answer your question earlier, sorry, it was quite a RP session. So they are. So Basil is a level 12 arcane trickster, and then Braz, who's a female orc. Or half orc. She's a level 12 fighter. And then we got Crix. He's a level 12 wizard, and Jeffrey, who's our cat. He's a Dreamland Circle of Dreams level 12 druid. And then we got Rothbart, who's a level. He's level 10, a barbarian, path berserker, but he's got like 2 levels banked, and he doesn't quite know what to do with them. So he's kept himself at level 10 until he decides what he wants to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the party. And then we have 2 other players that are on hiatus right now. Actually, 3 players on hiatus right now. But they'll have to do some storyline catching up whenever they decide to rejoin. But yeah, that's pretty much the session for tonight. I hope I got to see what it looks like for next session, whether we can do it this Tuesday or it's going to be the next following Tuesday. But I'll make sure to notify you guys. Just for bees. I don't know. But yeah, we'll definitely I'll figure out what's going on, and then we can go from there. There's a ton of stuff I need to work on. But yeah, I'll probably stream all that, and I will catch you guys later. Night.